video we will be learning about recruitment. That is, it is part of the staffing process, or you can say it is part of component of staffing. There are especially three components of staffing, that is recruitment, selection and training. So first part we will be discussing in this chapter. Okay. Now, first of all, recruitment meaning. What is the meaning of recruitment? That we have discussed in the previous video also, but in small recap you can say that meaning of recruitment is first of all you have to identify the source of employees or prospective employees. That is identifying prospective candidate and encouraging them to apply for job in the organization or for the vacancy which is there in the organization. Recruitment is the process of identifying prospective candidate and encouraging them to apply in the organization for the job which is vacant or the vacancy which is there in the organization. That is recruitment. Now, process of recruitment, how the recruitment process starts. Just now I told you that recruitment is the process of attracting prospective candidate to apply for job in the organization. So, recruitment starts with the first process is to identify. The process is to identify. Identify the various sources from which the prospective candidate are there. Means identify the sources where the prospective candidate are there, and then after that evaluation is done. Evaluate the various alternatives. Evaluate the various sources. Various sources are evaluated. What are the benefits? What are the demerits? Or what are the disadvantages? Some merits and demerits will be there. So after evaluation, selection is there. Selection. The best source is selected. Either the best source or you can say sources also. Sometimes more than one source can also be selected. Generally one source is selected, but sometimes more than one sources can also be selected, and then to encourage them. It is the encourage. How to encourage means how to advertise. How the advertisement will be done so that more and more number of candidates will apply for the job in the organization. So encouraging the employees, and that is done by means of advertisement. Now after process you come to various sources are identified, all these things are there. Now sources, what are the various sources now? Let us see. There are basically two sources, that is internal and external sources of recruitment are there. Broadly it is classified the sources of recruitment are two, that is internal and external. After the internal, first of all let us see the internal source, which is known as promotion and other is transfer. One is promotion, other is transfer. A temporary, sometime that is known as layoff is there. In case of seasonal job, this is generally done also. Layoff is there for the time being, for some time period, for few months or for few days, weeks. Some layoffs are there, means the employees are giving rest, that they will be called upon whenever required. So this is a temporary, in case of seasonal work, layoff, sometimes temporary layoff from the companies there. So basically we have to study the two, that is promotion and transfer, the internal sources of recruitment. We have to study these two. Now, first of all, the meaning, let us see the meaning of promotion. What is the meaning of promotion? Then we will be moving to the types, merits and demerits. Promotion refers to vertical shifting of employees. Means the employees are shifted vertically from lower job position to higher job position. Promotion refers to movement of employees from lower level to the upper level. From lower level to the upper level, or shifting of the employees from lower job position to higher job position with more authority, more responsibility, more pay, more wages, all these things, and status in the company also increases. So promotion is a vertical shifting from lower level to higher level, the person is transferred, that is known as promotion. And along with this promotion, the company what they gives more authority, responsibility, wages, higher status in the organization will be there for the promoted employee. Merits of this promotion is, there are various merits also. First of all, it motivates the employees. It motivates the employee. Means if you promote the employees from lower job position to higher job position, you give more responsibility, authority, you give more wages, more salary, more incentive, then the motivation of the employees will increase in the organization. Next, it is cheap also. It is cheap also, or you can say less costly. Less costly. In order to promote the employees from lower job position to higher job position, it do not require much cost for the organization. An order from the higher up is enough to promote an employee. So there is very no cheap or less cost, or you can say it is no costly, it costs no to the organization. There is no cost for the organization in order to promote an employee. So it is cheap also. Thirdly, you can say it is less time consuming also. Less time consuming. Less time consuming. Immediately, in order to hire employees from some external sources, more time is required. Maybe it may take few days or sometimes few months also it may take. But in case of promotion, immediately the employees can be promoted. If the company wants, immediate promotion can be there. Means even if today when the employee come to the organization, he will be informed that he has been promoted and he may be given some high level job within few minutes or hours also. So there is less time consuming process is there in case of promotions. Moreover, it results in more dedication of employees. More dedicated employees. More dedicated employees, and for employee dedication toward the organization increases if motivation, if promotion is there. Means the other employees will also try to work with more dedication and effort toward the organization, because since they know that if they work better or if they are more dedicated, if their work is good, then they will be also be promoted in the organization higher to the higher level. So employees, they more work with more dedication toward the organization also. It leads to more productivity also. You can all add one more point, that is more production is possible because there is more dedication and motivation is there. Along with motivation, dedication is there, then it will lead to higher productivity for the company also. Now come to demerit of this. These are the merits which we have discussed now. Now come to the demerit. Demerits. Demerits for promotion. No fresh talent. No fresh talent is there. Means new talent if comes into the organization, it will bring more experience, and if more experienced persons are there in the organization, then it will result in more productivity actually. So since internally the employees are promoted, in this case, what happens? If the employees are promoted, the recruitment is, you can say, through promotion, then in this case no outsider come in the organization, and in this way no fresh talent come in the organization. Already the existing employees are there, or you can say they are promoted. So if no fresh talent come, new knowledge or new thinking will not come into the organization, because if a new person outsider is inducted, or you can say hired from outside, then he will bring some new experience, new knowledge he will bring in. So this is lacking because of promotion. So that is the disadvantage of promotion. You can also say employee become lethargic. Employee become lethargic. Lethargic means lazy. Sometimes it is possible that the employee, they may become lethargic or they may become lazy, because if they are assured that the company will promote them after a fixed interval of time, after a fixed time, if they think that the company rule is to promote the employees after a fixed number of years, if they work in the organization, so they may become lethargic, and they will think that once I complete 4 or 5 years or a particular period of time in the organization, I will be promoted to the higher level. So they may not work with full dedication and effort, and in this way they may become lethargic also. Third, no competitive spirit. No competitive spirit. Competition in the employees, you can say, decreases. As we know that because of more competition, productivity increases. If competition is there, wherever competition is there, there will be more productivity and quality product will be produced because of competition. Since in the organization, if the company's policy is to promote the employees, then in this case, the competitive strength is split in among the employees, it decreases because the company will think, the employees will think that once we complete a particular number of years or particular period of time in the organization, we will be automatically promoted to some higher level job. So in this case, the existing employees, they may not work with full dedication and full effort, so competition in the organization will decrease. If the company policy is to look after whether it is from outside or from inside of the organization, whether it is external or internal. If the company is try to hire quality employees or quality worker, then in this case competitive spirit in the organization increases because the existing employees, if they think because the existing employees will face competition from outside. If there is chances that the company rule is to hire employees, quality employees, and if quality employees are not available in the organization, the company may hire from outside. In this way, the existing employees, their competitive spirit will arise because they will be knowing that if we do not work properly with full dedication and effort, our skill is not up to date, then company will hire employees from outside. So it is better to work with full dedication and effort, with hard work, so that we are promoted in the organization. Organization do not have to look after external source of recruitment. So competitive spirit in the case of promotion, that it's lacks, it decreases in the organization. So these are some disadvantages in case of promotion. Secondly, let us come to transfer. Most of the disadvantages which are associated with promotion and demerits which is associated with promotion, that is existing in case of transfer. For example, what is the meaning? Let us see the meaning of transfer. First of all, meaning. Transfer is just like promotion. In case of promotion, the employees is moved from lower level position to higher level position with more status, more authority, more responsibility, more pay, more wages. But in case of transfer, there is no increase in authority, or you can say responsibility, wages, status. All these things do not increase, or some minor increase or decrease may be there. Decrease is generally not there. There is minor increase may be there, but generally there is no increase. There is no increase in authority, responsibility, wages, status. Nothing increases. Simply in case of promotion, the employees are transferred from one job position to another, from one department to another, from one shift to another shift. These are the various ways in which a company transfer its employees. So transfer is the vertical, not it is horizontal shifting of employees from one job position to another, or from either from one department to another, or from one shift to the another shift. The employees are transfer, or you can say they are shifted. That is known as promotion. In case of promotion as well as transfer, most of the merits and demerits are the same. For example, motivation is this. The employees will feel motivated. Means when the employees are given some transfer from one job position to other job position, it is possible that employees' motivation may increase because there are chances that generally this transfer is done in order to fulfill the gap in some other department, in some other job position. So whenever transfer or promotion, this transfer is done from one department to another or from one job position to another. So this transfer is basically based on the quality or ability of the employee. If a particular employee is better placed, or you can say in the company or the management think that the particular employee, if he transferred to some other job position, he will be better able to adjust to the new job position. So in this case, the employee's motivation increases because only quality or skilled person are transferred from one job position to another, so that the company do not suffer because of transfer. Secondly, it is cheaper also, or you can say less costly. Transfer only involve a decision by the managers, means senior people in the organization, and also there is less time consuming process also there, similar to promotion. In case of transfer also, it is less cheap also, or you can say less costly or no cost is involved, or it is also less time consuming because immediately the employees can be transferred from one job position to another or from one department to another. Moreover, employees work with more dedication. More dedication in the sense that because since employees, they will be knowing that if it is possible, generally transfer is also done in case when there is overstaffing there from in one department also. If there is overstaff persons are there, means the employees, more number of people are there than required in the department. So instead of the employees being laid off, sometimes it is done that he is transferred to some other department, so that the employees are not, you can say, laid off. So in this way, the employees, instead of the employees will be also be thinking that the company is looking after us so well that even if there is overstaff is there in our department, our department is overstaffed, we are not laid off, but we are somehow adjusted within the organization by transferring from one department to another. So the employees' dedication toward the organization will increase. Now come to the demerit part. No fresh talent will be coming. Immediately we are knowing that since the employees, there will be no fresh talent will be coming because the existing employees are transferred only. So there will be no outsider will be coming, so no fresh talent will come in the organization. The employees may become lethargic again. It is possible that the employees may become lethargic because since there is overstaffing there is in one department and they are transferred to some other department, so the company, the employees may be thinking that even if we are not working well, or even if the organization is overstaffed, even it will not lay off. Means they will not, you can say, remove us from the organization. So they may become lethargic that our job is very, very safe and we will not even lose the job even if we do not work properly also. Again, no competitive spirit will be there. True, because the employees are transferred from one position to another position, so competition in the employees will decrease. But one more important thing regarding transfer is that there is demerit of this transfer is that it results in demotivation also. It results in demotivation. Frequent transfer from one job position to another, from one department to another. The employees may, you can say, before they adjust in one department, somehow when they have been transferred to one department and they have started, you can say, learning new things, and after some time when they have learned a new thing, they will be again transferred to some other department. So in this way, frequent transfer will lead to demotivation of the employees also. One more thing you can also write that lesser productivity is there. Less productivity is there. If the employees are frequently transferred from one job position to another, then what will happen? The employees, their productivity of the organization will decrease, because if new persons are being very often they are, you can say, transferred from one job position to another. So once they are transferred, so it will take some time in order to learn the new way of producing or working in the other department. So before they adjust themselves, it is possible that before they become skilled, they will be transferred to some other department. So once an employee is transferred from one department to another, it will be possible that productivity in the organization will decrease, because if new person comes, he will take some time to adjust in the organization.